Hi guys, Tim here doing another, well, not another one, a special video for you guys today, and this is on the 100th anniversary of the end of the Great War. Yep. Yesterday, it was just that, on the 11th, well, Sunday, 11th of November 2018, we all, stood up, or got out of our cars, or whatever, to, at 11 o'clock stand for a minute silence, which I did, to, kind of, to respect the dead, respect how many lives were lost, and, how many lives were lost in the Great War, and just think about that. Yes, November the 11th, 1918, at 11 o'clock, the armistice was signed. Well, the war ended, but the armistice was signed at 10 past 5. Um, so the men, had to keep fighting until 11 o'clock, until all the guns fell silent. That is, German 77, British 18-pounders, you name it, just all fell silent. Mainly the British 18-pounders, and 13-pounders for that matter, fell silent. And a lot of men, actually, at 11 o'clock, just a lot of men just didn't know what they would do. They're just standing still, for more than a minute, not getting shot. Weird. And you should have seen the look on their faces. They were a bit, they weren't happy. They were a bit miserable, really. They were going home to really nothing, because, they joined up without their wives, well, without their work, sorry, their jobs, their bosses really knowing, and so when they come home, their bosses have forgotten about them, really forgotten about them, or just didn't really care. Or, sadly, the guy, that said guy had perished in the first day of the Somme, or Passchendaele, or, something like that. So yeah, and just remember, um, 60 or 65 men were mobilised to fight. 65 million men were mobilised to fight. Um, just over 20 to 21 million men overall. That is British, German, Italian, French. German. You name it. Perished, and 6,000 horses died, and a good 40,000 wounded casualties. And the reason why we actually wear the poppy is because, well, what it does is green, red and green. The red represents blood, the green represents kind of life, really, or go. And then the poppy was always famously said was the last thing to grow after the big, big artillery bombardment. And actually, after the war, it was the only thing to grow in Flanders Field. In the salient where you had all the mud of Passchendaele and everything like that. And that's why we represent it. Well, we wear it like this little badge here, which I've been wearing. And of course, it says 1918, 2018, as I said. And I know this is a bit day late, but still doesn't matter. So yeah, and just imagine, yeah, just over 20 to 21 million men died, perished. 65 million men were mobilised to fight. 6 million French, 1 million British, and a good 2 million, 2.5 million Germans had perished. Yeah, don't forget. Also, it is just for this day, but any other remembrance service is is remembering the dead, not just from the two world wars, but just from any conflict really, which has actually come upon us, like, for example, 1882, Egyptian war, things like that, any serviceman, even nowadays, you could get a guy popping off any second, and we'll remember that guy. So yeah, November the 11th, 1918, or shall I say now, 2018. So, see you guys, and bye.